One day.
Shania Steven. I'm in 11th grade and I'm from Howell, New Jersey.
In the film Selma, the African American population prevailed over a host of oppressors and gained the inalienable right to vote. The First Amendment states, Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press or the right of the people to peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. The First Amendment allowed the people to assemble and have the authority of doing what they needed to do to gain their right to vote. To specify, these courageous Americans took the appropriate path in utilizing the First Amendment by participating in multiple marches and protests. One scene in the film was particularly powerful. A group of about 40 to 50 people, including Martin Luther King Jr., peacefully protested outside of the courthouse where Annie Lee Cooper, an aging woman, was unfairly denied voting registration. The protesters were first verbally abused and angrily told to leave, but they stood their ground. They exemplified self-determination through their refusal to accept the unjust laws. They then proceeded to kneel down with their hands on their heads to show that they come in peace. Unfortunately, due to old age, Sullivan Jackson, a peaceful participant in the protest, couldn't kneel. The police responded violently. With frustration building, Annie Lee Cooper punched the officer for terrorizing the old man. The director, Ava DuVernay, made the choice to place this scene in slow motion as the officer knocked Annie to the ground. This was a crucial decision by the director. As Annie slowly fell to the ground, I felt my heart beating as quickly as I imagined hers beating in that moment. The film presented Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. as more than an iconic role model. The director's choices in this film allowed for more personal look at Dr. King, him as just a man. The film presents Dr. King as a person with flaws and hardships, like me. When Coretta, his wife, confronted him about his infidelity, his love for her, and his commitment to his family, I realized in that moment that Dr. King had issues that mimic that of most people. I'm happy the director included this. Now more than ever, I see the potential for a flawed being to succeed. I too can peacefully change the world. I consistently encourage everyone around me of all ages to know their rights and to use our individual freedom in order to make the change in the world in the appropriate manner. I have been working with the Monmouth County Democrats since September 2014, which allows me to express my devotion in making that change peacefully. Through this, I have been able to meet current-day heroes such as Cory Booker, New Jersey's first African-American senator. I am also a member of the Howell Police Athletic League Youth Leadership Council, which has allowed me to participate in peaceful protests such as the 50th anniversary of the March on Washington, where I had the opportunity to hear the voices of Congressman John Lewis, Senator Booker, and Bernice King. We even traveled to Arkansas to help with tornado relief, but took a moment to visit Little Rock High School, where Little Rock 9 made their historic walk towards integration. Lastly, a recent trip to Atlanta, Georgia exposed me to more historical sites such as Dr. King's childhood home and Ebenezer Baptist Church. These experiences have been of supreme value to my understanding of what it means to understand hardships and to overcome. Today, with a renewed sense of commitment to the spirit of progress and peace, I can more fully understand the meaning of Dr. King's words. Darkness cannot drive out darkness, only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate, only love can do that.
Free at last! Free at last! Thank God Almighty, we are free at last!